by Gabriel Bernstein, May Cause Miracles. And I hope that we don't get the noise. Before I had this awful noise, like the wind blowing, which I don't really want. So I get closer. Okay, May Cause Miracles. It's a book by Gabriel Bernstein. And Wayne Dyer says, miracles, heaven is not a place. Heaven is a choice. May Cause Miracles. 40-day transformation program. Do it with me, guys. Right, let's have a look at week 1. Heaven on earth is a choice you must make, not a place you must find. Okay, heaven on earth. And that was Wayne Dyer. Okay, May Cause Miracles. So, the 40-day miracle worker commitment. Like any effective practice, true transformation occurs with daily repetition. Begin with a 40-day commitment and start experiencing positive results immediately. Why 40 days? Metaphysicians and yogis place much emphasis on the repetition of a 40-day practice. Mythical examples range from Moses' 40 days and 40 nights spent on Mount Sinai to the story of the Buddha reaching enlightenment on the full moon in May after meditating and fasting under the Bodhi tree for 40 days. The number has scientific significance too. Research has shown that after repeating a new pattern for 40 days, you can change the neural pathways in your brain to create long-lasting change. So let's take a cue from the mystics and scientists and commit to this 40-day fear cleanse. Because this practice takes place over 6 weeks, you'll actually have 42 days for the fear cleanse. You're going to get rid of fear. Isn't this amazing? An extra 2 days to practice our miracle work. It's the simple, consistent shifts that count when you're making change. So I've outlined this journey to be fun and achievable. If there's a noise of the wind, I'm sorry, because the wind is blowing here a little bit. I will guide you to keep it uncomplicated and stay on track. And one day at a time, you'll become a miracle worker. By choosing to follow this plan for the next 6 weeks, you'll begin to reprogram your thoughts from fear to love. If you dig the results, stick to the path and commit to a life as a miracle worker. This book is divided into 6 chapters, 1 for each week. This week, the weekly chapters contain exercises for each day of the week to transform your thoughts back to love. Each week focuses on a different area of your life. May Cause Miracles. Week 1. This week guides you to identify how fear has tripped you up and blocked your life's flow. I lay the groundwork and guide you to embrace the key principles: witnessing your fear, willingness to change, shifts in perception, gratitude, forgiveness, expecting miracles, and reflecting and recapping. Week 2. Is there any point reading all the different weeks, or shall we just focus on week 1? Okay, so this week you identify how fear has tripped you up and blocked your life's flow. Okay? Each week builds upon the next, layering exercises and strengthening your mental muscles as you embrace the miracles. Each day incorporates the same outline to create repetition within your daily routine and in your mind. As you repeat these practices, they'll become easier and easier until they become second nature. Though you may experience some bumps along the way, making the shift can be easy if you want it. When you're willing to change, you're given all the energy and support you need to move forward. Commit to each exercise and expect miracles. This book is meant to guide for you to create subtle shifts for miraculous change. Therefore, don't get hung up about the process. If you follow the simple daily steps, you'll be hooked with all you need. Try your best not to skip ahead or practice more than 1 exercise a day. Each lesson is artfully placed right where it needs to be. Do your best to stick to the plan, but if you feel that you need to stay on a specific day for a little while, that's totally cool. Feel free to repeat days if you need to go deeper into the exercises. Each exercise will create subtle shifts. These shifts are miracles, and the more miracles you add up, the more miraculous your life will be. Before you start exercising your love muscles, it's important you prep for your journey. So next are a few things you need to prepare before starting your journey. Prepare to meditate. A super neat part of this book is that many of the exercises are self-reflective and very calming. I'll guide you throughout each day to establish and deepen your own meditation practice. Each exercise is written guided meditations that are also available bundled together as an audio album on the website. So you can go on our website, which is gabbyb.tv/meditate. Have a meditation space, okay? And then you need a journal. In addition to meditation, you need a journal, okay? So have a journal. Take self-care, look after yourself, make sure you eat, drink water, etc., etc., etc. Throughout your miraculous transformation, you may feel overwhelming emotions. This is a good sign, trust me. If you're not making self-care a priority, your emotional breakdowns will become meltdowns. So make sure to activate specific self-care activities. For instance, I love lighting a candle and taking a bath. This simple exercise is an act of self-care that supports me throughout all kinds of shifts. Regardless of what's going on, my daily bath is essential, okay? So pick 1 or 2 acts of self-care you will incorporate into your practice. Drink extra water and be careful and look after yourself and eat healthy. Be aware throughout your journey. Remind that fear is tricky. Right, when you think you've got the love thing down, fear will sneak back in. There is nothing to be afraid of. Be aware. Being conscious of your fear behavior helps keep it in check. Okay, love will take up more space. Fear won't have anywhere to go. Getting down to business. Now that I've laid the groundwork for your miracle-minded process, it's time for you to set your schedule. I suggest you begin the exercises on a Sunday. I'm starting them today on a Thursday. Okay? It doesn't matter what day you start. Take this practice seriously. Take this practice seriously. Trust that as you change your thoughts, your actions and experiences will change accordingly. As A Course in Miracles says, you may believe that you are responsible for what you do. But not for what you think. The truth is you are responsible for what you think, because it is only at this level you can exercise choice. What you do comes from what you think. Each day of the practice you will be guided to exercise the choice to change the way you think. As you add up new perceptual shifts, you will begin to see miraculous changes throughout your life. Now it's time to let go, be guided, and expect miracles. Week 1, become miracle-minded. My thoughts are images I have made. So this is based on A Course in Miracles, but going further. Fear, false evidence appearing real. Fear, false evidence appearing real. That's right. When you focus on fear, it becomes your reality. Okay, so I'm not looking at that. I want to look at the exercise. Right, you need to maybe study A Course in Miracles in order to understand all of this. Okay. Day 1, you're going to begin the practice of witnessing. Okay, you're going to witness your fears. So then you know what the choices are. Okay, so let's start with day 1. Day 1, witnessing your fear. Okay, you need to become a witness. And here is what you do. Begin your practice today by reading the following morning reflection. Immediately sit for 1 minute, close your eyes and breathe deeply. This minute of silence will let the message set in and permeate your being. Remember, the work we do together will be subtle. Today, I am witness to my fear. I open my heart and mind to see how I have chosen fear over love. Today, I will watch myself as if I'm standing across the street, peeking into the world I have created. I will witness how my fears run the show. I will pay attention to my patterns without judgment. I will become conscious of where my mind chose wrongly and how these fear-based thoughts have tainted my happiness. I know this practice is the first step to uncovering my destructive patterns to create powerful change. I am ready, willing, and able to look at the delusional thoughts I've been projecting. I'm willing to witness my fear. I am willing to witness my fear. Whenever you notice your fears rise up during the day, repeat the preceding affirmation. For instance, if you become anxious at work, nervous before a date, or uncomfortable meeting someone new, you could simply use your affirmation. I am willing to witness my fear. The practice of witnessing your fear is important because it guides you to understand your triggers. This awareness will be helpful in upcoming exercises. Take this message with you throughout the day by plugging it into your phone as an hourly reminder. When the alarm goes off, read your affirmation to gently remind yourself to look courageously at your fear straight on and say, I am willing to witness my fear. In addition to using your affirmation, set your alarm on your phone for noon with a notification called Miracle Break. This is your miracle moment, and trust me, it has the power to shift the energy of your whole day. When your alarm buzzes, remind yourself to choose love over fear by saying, I am willing to witness my fear. Okay, and then your exercises. Once you're home from your work, take 10 minutes to reflect on what came up. Take out your journal and write. Write down your answers. What experiences trigger my fear? What thoughts trigger my fear? What are the feelings that come over me when I am in fear? How does my fear affect my behavior? Throughout the next 6 weeks, you'll use your journal to document your process. Each journal entry will act as a benchmark for your progress. Be sure to take this step seriously because you'll be reflecting on your work in later weeks. If writing down your feelings is unfamiliar, don't sweat it. Put pen to paper and do your best to answer the questions. Let your thoughts flow. Over time, it will become easier. Now make a list of the fears you've uncovered. If the exact fear is clear to you, simply write about it. Okay, so write down your fears. Write down all your fears. For instance, maybe you skipped the gym again. Is it possible you're nervous about the way people look at you? Or maybe you didn't speak in the office meeting. Could it be that you have a deep-rooted fear of your ideas being rejected? By paying close attention to your behavior, you can begin to get honest. Get honest about what fears you may have been denying, okay? So once you've identified a few fears, take a moment to determine which fears are your strongest. Choose your top 3 fears and then rate each one on the scale of 1 to 10. Write these fears at the top of the new page in your journal and repeat, I'm willing to witness my fear. I am proud of myself for doing this work. When you're ready to go to sleep, prepare for another exercise. Each night, I will guide you into self-reflection that opens up your subconscious so that your practical mind can take the back seat. Let go of your to-do list, clear space for inspiration. This evening, I will guide you in a meditation that will help you reflect on a day with a loving perspective. Today's work may have brought up some uncomfortable stuff. That's cool. Remember that facing our fears is a huge part of this practice. Fear, false emotion appearing real. If we do not witness our fear, we cannot be set free. In the meditation, I'll guide you to energetically disconnect from fears that have been present today. Okay, so this is your first meditation. You need to sit up straight and allow your shoulders to fall. Get your body into alignment to receive the energetic guidance. Close your eyes and place your hands on your knees, palms on your facing up. Take a deep breath. Continue the cycle of breath as you center into your meditation. Think about the fears you've had during the day. Allow yourself to become present. Center into your body. Breathe deeply in through your nose and out through your mouth. Continue this cycle of breath. Breathe in the feelings that came up for you today. What fears came up for you today, guys? Do it with me. Hopefully you've written them down. I haven't written them down yet, but I'm going to say them in a minute. Allow yourself to honor any feelings of discomfort, anxiety, or fear. Be present with your feelings. Exhale and release. Honor and allow yourself to accept whatever feeling is in your now. Take one last deep breath in and release. When you're ready, open your eyes to the room. Okay, so what experiences trigger your fear? What thoughts trigger your fear? What are the feelings that come over you when you're in fear? And how does fear affect your behavior? Those are the questions you need to ask yourself on day one. I'm now going to go and do that quickly on Instagram. Thank you for joining me for day one of Creating Miracles in Your Life, 40-day program. Today, I am witnessing my fear. I am looking at it like from above. I am looking at my fears from above. I am witnessing my fears. What experiences trigger my fears? I'm not going to say them on here because I don't want anybody to trigger me, because people will know exactly what my triggers are. That's not what I'm doing this for. You do yours and I will do mine. Take care. Lots of love. Bye.